everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I'm so happy to be with you today, and I hope that you are happy to be here. I'm just going to make sure that we're high enough, that we have enough stuff showing. I just want to make sure. Here we go. We're going to bring this back. I think that's a good look. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. I'm hoping that this is working here because I'm a little nervous. I don't see a photo yet, and it's been like 27 minutes. 27 seconds. There we go. I don't know what the delay was. Hey, everybody. I don't know if it just went live or if I've been talking to myself. Not quite sure. Oh boy, what a crazy day. I'm still having coffee. Yes, it is one of those days. Oh boy. Anyway, I hope that you guys are doing awesome. Hey Sharon, thanks for saying hi. What's the weather like in Oregon today? Hey Dawn, thanks for being here. Is this your first time watching us, Dawn? I'm hoping everybody else will pop in. You know how sometimes like you're supposed to do something and you're like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do today? Well, that was me last night. I was kind of having a little meltdown because I thought that I had lost one of the stamps from one of my favorite stamp sets. It was raining here last night for a long time, Sharon. And I had thought I had lost one of my stamp sets because I'm still designing Easter projects for the next 2 weeks, right? And so I went to grab the stamp set and I thought for sure that I had put this particular stamp on one of my blocks. And guess what? It wasn't on there. So then I thought, oh my gosh, it fell off. And you know how sometimes photopolymer will fall off if it's, oh, my cup says bunny love. Can you see that? Without me spilling my coffee. Hey, Sherry. And then on the other side of my cup, there's a bunny. Because if you don't know this, Sharon, we have a bunny. It's my daughter's bunny, and he's black. He's free roam. You might have seen him in a video or so because he is usually hanging out in my room, but he's not in here today. And he is pretty cool. Thanks. But yeah, so I thought I lost this stamp. So I'm like basically tearing apart my entire craft room, trying to find the stamp that may have stuck to the bottom of another stamp set that I used, one of my die envelopes. I went crazy trying to find this stamp. Finally, I just gave up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to buy another one. Well, I have an order today that's getting ready to, I'm going to pull the trigger on because, of course, today is the last day for celebration. So if you want to get any free stuff, this is the day to do it. And while this exclusive stuff that's in here is not going to be available after, celebration is over for this year, some of the stuff in the More to Celebrate is from our annual catalog and from our spring mini catalog. These are annual catalogs. This is spring mini catalog. This is kit collection. I think these are both annual catalogs. This is annual catalog and that's annual catalog. So it's like we have all this stuff that's like, we got to get it, right? And so literally I finally gave up and I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. I'm just going to go to bed. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I do this class that I have shoeboxes. It's a local class called Card Fiesta, which by the way, I am going to give it a plug. If you're a local Virginia Beach area person and you want to come do a card class with no pressure, this is the class to come. Come make one card. You can come make 10 cards. It's really up to you as long as you get them done in the 3-hour period that we're at the restaurant. We are having it at a new restaurant called El Azteca. We're not going to be at the one that we were at prior. So this is the restaurant that we're at, and I'm really excited about it. Hey, Donna. I know. I have a stamp from, I don't even remember what stamp set it's from, that it's like a tiny little like teardrop or something, and I can't find it. I wish you were able to come too, Sharon, but if you ever vacation on the East Coast, come see me, because I probably will have a card class when you're here. So anyway, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's in the box from card class. And then I went and looked, and there it was. So literally, I looked for hours, and it was in that box. I turned over so many dies because as I'm working on Easter, I'm using lots of different die sets, lots of different stamp sets, and then when I'm done with them, I put them away. So I'm like thinking, oh, it got stuck to the back of one of the ones I put away, so I was trying to remember everything I had used. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see what I mean, Sherry? Crazy. Hey, Debbie, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Dawn, is it your first time with us? Donna, it's not your first time, right? I think I've seen you once before in a live, but I may be wrong. I may be thinking of another Donna. And I have to tell you that after Tuesday's live, I have some anxiety. No, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was like a perfect storm. That will never happen again. I'm usually so prepared. That's what messed me up, is trying to be so prepared. So if I've learned a lesson from Tuesday night, it's that just trust yourself. You don't have to write every single thing down on a note. Because that's what messed me up, was writing the directions, because I wrote them wrong. And then I was like, okay, I have to follow these directions so I don't mess up. And I knew what to do, but like, I don't know. But that's my lesson I learned from that. So, I mean, everything teaches you a life lesson, right? All right, let's talk about Inky Hands Crew memberships. That is a way for those of you who follow me religiously and are getting all these ideas, but you're not going to purchase from me because you either are a hobby demonstrator, you have your own business as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but you still get lots of information from me and lots of ideas. It's kind of like your way to say thank you for all the ideas. Thank you for always having my next project ready for my stamp clubs. It's just a way for you to say thank you and help me out by joining this membership group. And really, it's a win for you because you're going to get additional projects that are set perfect for classes. You're going to get them every single Friday in your inbox. You're going to get private videos that nobody else is going to have access to. Yeah, I thought so, Donna. I just wanted to double check because if it was your first time, I did not want to miss out saying that, because I'm pretty sure I had seen your name. The last name was throwing me for some reason, and I don't know why, but could just be I haven't had enough coffee today. But anyway, this is your way to say, hey, thanks for your ideas, and I'm going to join this membership and support you in that way. And that really is a really great way for you to do so. So anyway, let's stop talking about membership one more time because it's worthy of announcing. Today is the very last day, and thank God it's a leap year, or it would have been yesterday, of celebration. And so if you have missed out, get on there and get yourself something. If there is something that you have been on the fence about wanting, Like this stuff right here is going to go away forever and you're not going to be able to get it. If you think that you're going to use this tool set, make sure you have this paper. This detailed dogwood is gorgeous. This softly sophisticated is stunning. This embossing folder is gorgeous. So there's some really great products here. And then of course the ones from the annual catalog. I love this little kit right here. Love this memory notebook kit. It's a fantastic kit for mini scrapbook trips. For mini trips, like vacation trips, because it's so fun. The colors are so cute. It's a really good thing. And it's a really awesome book to have. Like, let's say that every year you go away with your girlfriends and you go to a place every time, and you want to have a little like memory of that. This is the perfect book to get that. So if you spend some money, you can get 2 of these and you have one in the wings. And once you fill the first one, you can add to it, volume 2, you know. It's like, it's just so cute. And I mean, it is available for purchase if you want to buy it, but why buy it if you can get it for free? Okay, enough about celebration. And like I said, Card Fiesta, the next one is March 9th at El Azteca in Virginia Beach. All right, so my fun folds are available for purchase. So it's a PDF of 13 fun folds, and really detailed instructions, well done, and fantastic stampers in this group. It's an international group. There's 4 of us from the US, 3 from the UK, 2 from Australia, 2 from Canada, 1 from the Netherlands, and 1 from New Zealand. So if you would like that, it's going to be on my website. I just haven't put it up there yet. So just send me an email if you would like that fun fold. Yes, Debbie, me too. I love freebies. Be careful with my coffee. Like, don't do this is what you're saying. My project is way far away right now. It's not even near here. That's why I have this mat, in case I make a mess. All right, the next thing that's getting ready to happen on the horizons, we're going to have some new online exclusives. Let me show you that, even though you can't order them until March. Here are the new online exclusives, and here is the brochure. It's double-sided. It's available starting March 5th, and this zinnia suite is stunning. The coffee suite is amazing. This little stamp set with or it's actually a bundle with the little red wagon. Oh my god, so cute. So this is the next online exclusive that is coming around the horizon. And on my website, when I did my Fun Fold blog hop to promote the Fun Fold PDF, I did a card with the zinnia to promote the Fun Fold PDF. So this was my card. So see how beautiful that set is? It's stunning, literally stunning. And this is another Fun Fold. So that's what's coming up next. That's what I will be promoting, is the new online exclusive starting on March the 5th, okay? But for right now, the online exclusives that we have coordinate with the next Paper Pumpkin. And so the most recent online exclusives, Garden Meadow, Meandering Meadow, this gorgeous pack of paper, is going to coordinate with the next kit for March, which I'm very excited about because we get a free stamp set. And it's actually a 2-step stamp set. And so this flower here overlays on that flower. This leaf overlays on that leaf. This is actually the inside of the flower to give it some dimension, to add veining to the leaves. So it's a 2-step stamp set. Really, really well done. And it's free because you're going to get the stamp set that goes with your kit, and then you're going to get this stamp set as a thank you because it is the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin, and you have till March 10th to sign up. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, get on board because, oh my gosh, Paper Pumpkins are getting better and better and better. And if you haven't gotten the die set, which literally you don't have to even use it with Paper Pumpkin, it's amazing. The daffodil is so pretty, and so is the leaf. I love the stitching on the label, and I'm a sucker for any kind of word, so the words are amazing. All right, let me quickly go through the kits collection, and then I'm going to show you what we're making today. This is on my list. I'm going to order it soon, so jump on the bandwagon with me and get your 4 6x6 frames, supplies for 4 projects, for $25. The birthday sparkle kit, super cute. If you have birthdays coming up, you get 6 cards, 3 each, 3 design, and 3 tags that match your cards, which make it even better, right? Panda and Friends is still available, and it is 2 designs, 4 each, so 8 cards for $14. You can't beat that in the US. And then Rock Legends, 8 cards, 4 each, 2 designs, same as Panda, $14. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is Painted Wishes, $14, 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs. All right, and if you haven't gotten last year's Easter paper piecing patterns, make sure you grab those because all of those projects are available for you in my playlist of Easter projects and individually by the stamp set. And all my paper piecing patterns come with the video link on the pattern, so you shouldn't have any problem. Hey, Jen. Nice of you to join us. Is this your first time catching me live? All right, so today we are going to be using Excellent Eggs again because I'm kind of obsessed with this set. I love the large shaped eggs. I think they're pretty fun. I love the little zigzag rickrack kind of element that we used the other day. And I just think this is just the cutest set. So I'm pairing it with an embossing folder today. I'll show you our project, but let me turn to the page of the embossing folders. So we have some embossing folders on page 168, 169, and today I am using the Timber 3D embossing folder because we're making a picket fence basket. And so all of these pickets have been embossed with this embossing folder, and it just does a fantastic job of showing wood texture, and I hope that you will jump on that. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready? I can't believe celebration is over. Like, after today, it's done. So here's the Timber 3D embossing folder. It's an amazing folder. And then this set is awesome. We're going to use this die today. And we're going to be using this folder. The ribbon that I'm using today is from the Sheer Ribbon Combo Pack. It comes in Azure Afternoon, Bubble Bath, and Lemon Lolly. And I am using the Lemon Lolly one today. So this really pretty. See how it has like a little sparkle to it? So pretty. All right. So we're going to start with a piece of basic white. And it's going to be our box base. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. Thank you so much. I just didn't remember seeing you ever in a live. Well, if you were there, you just didn't comment, or maybe you caught it on the replay. I don't know where everybody is today. Everybody's like asleep. Sherry, I forgot to say hi to Mom. Hi, Mom. Sorry that I didn't say hi. Sherry's mom watches with her, and so I always like to say hi to her mom. Okay. Hey, Debbie. Debbie Debs. All right, Deb. I'm going to call you Debs because we have another Debbie in the room. So you're going to be Debs, and Debbie in Kansas is going to be Debbie. Okay? All right, so this piece is 7 inches by 5 inches. You can see 5 inches, 7 inches. We're going to do a little scoring. On the short side, we are going to score at 1 inch and at 4 inches. Or you can just flip it over and do 1 inch and 1 inch, whatever's easier for you. And then on the long side, we're going to score at 3 inches, and then the same thing. If you want to flip it over and do 3 inches, you can, or you can do 3 inches and 4 inches. Some people like to flip over, some people just go down the scoreboard. So I just wanted to give you some options. That's all the scoring that we're going to do for this box. The next thing that we do is burnish, and I always try and make sure that all my pieces are straight when I run my bone folder along them. I probably take more time than most when I'm scoring, but I love making boxes, and so I want my boxes to be straight and even. And if you take a little care lining up the edges when you run the bone folder to burnish on those score lines, it makes a difference. Okay, so that's what you have when you're done burnishing. Hey Lisa, thanks for joining us. I missed seeing you till I just looked up right there. All right, so we're gonna cut. You see this little square here in the middle? We're gonna cut up on both sides right there, okay? So we're gonna cut up this side. You know how I like to cut on both sides of the score line. It's not as bad on white cardstock, but it's still there. So I do cut on both sides. But on the other colors, for sure, it's way thicker score lines. And so you want to definitely 100% get that score line out of your way, because it just does make a difference. But on basic white cardstock like this is, I didn't even use thick today because you don't need it, because we're adding basically another layer on top when we do our pickets, and so that's why I just used regular basic white. Okay, but I am still cutting on both sides of the score line. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these tabs in, and we're gonna attach one side to that tab, okay? And then we're gonna sandwich that tab in between like that, okay? So that's what you wanna do. You wanna attach one side to your tab and then sandwich it in between so that inside your box you don't see that small little tab, okay? So let's go ahead and add our glue. I'm going to use wet glue. I'm almost done with this one. I hope it doesn't run out right in the middle of the video. I do have another one in the wings, but still, I just want it to make it through. All right, so we're going to add that one. Then we're going to do the other side. All right, so there's our first piece. Make sure it's held good on both sides all the way to the end. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. All right, so now this time we're gonna put the glue on this tab, and then it's gonna go inside, okay? I know I use way too much glue, but I have to. It's what I do. All right, so we're gonna grab that. Remember, we're sandwiching that piece by sliding that inside so that you can't see that tab. And now, of course, this one's gonna slide inside as well, okay? So we're gonna put adhesive on this last tab. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I like to use a thick bladed scissor when I'm doing boxes. I love our paper snips and I use them all the time, but not for box cutting. I really like using a blade that's thick. It just, to me, it works better. All right, so now we have this little container that looks like that, okay? And that is our box base. You're gonna cut 8 pieces of basic white cardstock, which is why I was trying to say that it doesn't matter that this is basic white regular. And you're gonna cut them 7/8 of an inch by 3.5. Now you're more than welcome to cut them at 1 inch if you don't want to do the 1/8. But then all of your pickets, let me turn to the back so you can see. All of your pickets will be butted up against each other and they'll go all the way to the edge of the box. So, where's my, take your pick tool. So see how I have like these gaps and even on the edges? That's because I cut them at 7/8 of an inch. If you want them all to be right next to each other, then you don't want to cut them at 7/8, just leave them at 1 inch. And so I like having those little separation in between my pickets. That's why I cut it at 7/8. So once you've cut your 8 pieces at 7/8 of an inch by 3.5 inches, you're gonna take your banner's Pick-a-Punch. And see this one right here that has that point on the end instead of the bannered flagged end? This one is the one we're going to use. So you're going to put your pieces inside. You want to emboss them first through the embossing folder, and then you're going to press them in, go all the way to the end. I'm not going to punch this one because it's already punched, but it's going to go all the way to the back, and then you're going to pull it out and you're going to have this picket. I've already done them all. I meant to leave one, but I got excited when I was prepping and I did them all by accident. I was going to leave one to do in the piece. So now we have 8 8 picket pieces that have the wood on them. That's fantastic, Mary. I'm so excited that you are here with us. Is this your first time catching me live, Mary? I know I have seen you comment before on my videos, but I don't know if you've ever been live with me. And if it's your first time, welcome. So now that I have my 8 pickets, we're going to do some ink blending on them because we want to really bring that wood grain. Plus, a white picket fence isn't perfectly white, is it? It has a little dirt on it. I mean, it's outside. Life is messy. So, we're going to we're going to color our pickets, okay? So I don't know why I did that, but I should have put them to the side because we're gonna bring in one at a time. And this is just a scrap paper that I have sitting on my desk that I used for the last one because I still haven't managed to move my glass mat over next to me. I have to make a spot for it. So then you just want to lightly go over the top. You don't want to turn the white brown. You just want to lightly bring the grain out. I'm so happy that you're here, Mary. So there is the grain, and you can really see it when you add that little bit of crumb cake over the top. And I love seeing that grain, so we're going to do that to all of our Picket pieces. So I like to do, I don't go back in until I don't have any more color, because I don't want it to be dark. And as you can see, I'm doing like in 3 stages. All right, so let's go back in. I was able to do 3 pickets with that one piece. So I do the top, I do the bottom, and then I hold the top and the bottom, and I do the middle, because I don't want the pickets to break or bend or get messed up. So I'm going to do the top and the bottom and the middle. And the top and the bottom and the middle. All right. The top, the bottom, and there are our pickets. Now, we're going to do our handle as well, because we don't want it to be stark white. Okay? So we're just going to run this, and our handle is it's supposed to be 3/4 of an inch, but I changed it because when I made it 3/4 originally, I didn't like how thick it was, so I went down to 1/2 of an inch. And so I'm just taking what's left on my brush, and I'm not dipping back in, and I'm just gonna soften that white like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bone folder. Yes, it's crumb cake, Sharon. We're gonna take our bone folder, we're gonna hold this end, and we're gonna run. Look at how I curled that, see? So now we're just gonna straighten it up some. We don't want it to be that curly, but this is how you break down the fibers. Let's go ahead and add our handle onto our box. Now we want our box to be white because it's going to be a contrast to the pickets, and it's going to look really cool when you have the 2 of them together. So we're going to just add a little bit of glue here, and we're going to put our handle in the center inside. And then I'm going to take this little curl on this side. And we're going to attach that. Now, believe it or not, this is very strong glue, and it will hold this handle perfect. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you, by the way, what we're putting inside. So I got these marshmallow eggs at the dollar store, and they're Russell Stover. They have them for sale at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree. So that's where I got them, and this is what I designed this box to fit, is this marshmallow egg. All right, so now we're going to attach our pickets. All right, and I'm going to grab my silicone mat. So let me grab that. My poor silicone mat has gotten, I need to give it a wash. I think it's like screaming at me, like I'm over it. Okay. So you want to add your adhesive. Oh, I forgot, I went all the way to the top of that one. So that one's going to need a little erasing, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So you see how I left like a little tiny edge? Whoops, I pushed that one too far over. Let me fix it before it gets stuck forever. You want to have like a thin edge showing right there. All right, and then we're gonna add our next one in. I can get rid of that glue. Let me do it now before we have too many pickets in here. So learn from my mistake. Don't put the glue all the way to the top, okay? Because you don't want to have a sticky top picket, right? So let's grab our next one, and we're gonna leave it about right there. And this one I'm gonna put on the other side and leave the same amount of space. And then we'll do the one in the middle. My battery life is at 10%. I'm gonna take this opportunity while I'm busy with you guys and charge my watch, I think. All right, let's see. So we're gonna put this one in the middle. And see how you end up with that nice contrast of the pickets to the box, and that really helps your pickets to stand out. Now we're gonna glue one on the side. And again, just center it in the middle. It's a little short on both sides because it's 7/8 and not an inch. The sides of the box are an inch. So there's your side. Let's do the other side. What have you guys been doing this week? I cannot wait to finish coming up with these Easter projects. I'm more than halfway done with the 3 weeks, but I have to get ready because I am going to Houston for Stampin' Up's convention, annual convention, and I'm really excited about it. I cut the pieces first, Lisa, so I cut them 7/8 by 3.5 inches, and then I embossed those pieces. After they were embossed is when I punched the picket tops. Sorry that I missed that question till just now. Yay, I know, I get to see Sherry and Mom again. I'm so excited. They're coming to my class. I can't wait to see them and give them squishes. All right, so again, we're gonna do opposite sides. Leave that little gap. It's for demos only. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of info. So we're going to get information about what the new in colors are going to be. We're going to get information. We're going to get the catalog in our hands. We're going to find out, you know, we're going to get to order early. Stampin' Up will show us the new products. They'll do demonstrations. It's a really fantastic thing, and if you can go ever, if you're a demonstrator and you can go, it is well worth it. Well worth it. All right, so there are my pickets. This one that I there we go. So now I have my pickets on my box. So let's work on putting our eggs. Okay, so we have 2 eggs, and you can see they're kind of wonky because I clipped them together with a paper clip, and that they kind of stretch this middle section, but that's okay. Paper is resilient, isn't it? Especially nice thick cardstock like this. So here's mine. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to overlay them. This time I'm going to put the blue one in the back just because, why not? It is fun. Are you a demonstrator, Debbie? I didn't know if you were or not. It's a really fun time, and if you're a demo and you've never been, it is worth every penny. It's an amazing experience. Stampin' Up! Spoils is rotten. It's really fantastic. That's okay, Debbie. We've all been there. But if you like to spend, the best thing you could ever do is join. As long as you don't make $600 from Stampin' Up! In the year, it's just considered a hobby and you don't even have to do taxes. So if you are considering joining, or if you want to consider joining, I would love to have you on my team. I have an amazing team, and just let me know. I have one in Wisconsin, one in Delaware, one in North Carolina. So we have our meetings on Zoom, and we get together, we stamp together, we teach each other different ideas, and we just have an overall great time. We meet every month on Zoom, and we have a lot of fun. All right, so now I'm going to attach this one over the top of that one. I just love this die. I'll show it to you in a second. It doesn't look like it cuts out this super intricate egg, but it does. It looks like it's going to be really whole with just some stitching in it, you see? And it does have that, but these gaps give you that really beautiful... That's okay, Clem. Glad you're here. I wish you could go to, Lisa. If you've never been to a Stampin' Up! Event in person, I highly recommend that you go to at least one in your lifetime, because it is like one of the funnest things you'll ever do for yourself. All right, guys, we're going to add our bunny. And I wanted to make the bunny a chocolate bunny. And so I stamped in Early Espresso on Early Espresso. I don't know if you can see with the lighting in here, but let me see if I can cast. There we go. I'm out of camera now. There we go. See how cute that little bunny is? He's like a little chocolate bunny. I love him. So I stamped him, and then I die cut him out, because you have that die cut in the stamp set. Okay? We're going to pop him up, so I'm going to grab my dimensionals. How are you doing, Clem? Hey, Roxanne, that's okay. That's what the replay is there for, so do not stress if you're late. We all have lives, so we got to do what we got to do. All right, so there is our bunny in between the two eggs. And then on Lemon Lolly cardstock, because I decided to attach the bow in Lemon Lolly. And let me show you that ribbon pack. It's perfect for Easter. So if you don't have this ribbon pack yet... Oh my goodness, Clem, what happened? Was your blood sugar low? So I stamped in Early Espresso the words Happy Easter. This is from the Excellent Egg set. I really love this font. I think it's really pretty. And so there it is. I stamped it. And I love that they have Hello Spring. And these eggs are super cute. Okay. So I'm going to fussy cut this out. And I'm going to loosely fussy cut it. I'm not going to be Little Miss Intricate. I did get a little crazy with the E, but I'm not doing it again. So we're gonna not have that deep indentation in the E. We're just gonna roll without that. I got a little crazy. Sometimes when you're fussy cutting, you don't realize, like, you're like, ooh, I need to dip in there and I need to dip in there. And the next thing you know, you have nothing to hold on to. So I'm not going to do that. I may in the later on do it again, but for right now, I'm just going to avoid going that deep into the E. I'm just going to dip a little bit and come back to give it a little definition, but not go all the way in there. Same with the top of the H. I'm just going to dip in there for some definition, but I'm not going to go all the way in. And around. I cut that too soon. I didn't get it all the way around. There we go. Do any of you guys watch The Voice? Because I love that show, and I don't watch it live because I'm always busy and I never have time to watch TV. So I end up watching it the day after on Hulu. Oh my goodness. Be careful, Clem, because I don't want anything to happen to you. I know that Clem will take care of herself. She's a nurse. So I know that she'll be okay. But sometimes nurses think, oh, I got this. So if you need to, Clem, you go get that taken care of. Please take care of yourself. Because I care about you. All right. So let's grab my edge pieces. And we're going to add one right there. Because I don't want to miss out on it being a little bit stable right in that section, and I couldn't fit a mini. All right. I love using the edges for that reason. Let's pull these off, and then we are going to tie our ribbon. Let me see, did I write down the length of the ribbon? Sometimes I'm bad about that. I don't think I did. I did not write it down, but that's okay. We'll measure it before I put it on though. So then this is going to be above the bunny's head. So you want to make sure that you have it right to the edge of your pickets and then above the little bunny. Look how cute. Stick your fingers inside so that you can really press it down. Let's put our marshmallow egg inside. And then I'm going to measure the ribbon for you as I clean up the mess that I have made of my desk already, because I'm really good at, when I'm creating, just expanding and expanding and expanding. Okay, let me see. Looks like 18 inches of ribbon. I'm going to write it down because if I ever make this again, I don't want to have to think about it. 18 inches of ribbon. All right, so you see how this ribbon has this really pretty, like, silver on the edges? I just love how it glistens. It's just beautiful. And I love that there's lots of pretty colors. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was so cute. And of course, you can make any box base if you have something bigger, thicker, wider, something that wants to fit something bigger. You can also make it that way and still put pickets around it. But I just thought that it was a perfect Easter basket. So see, when I tie a bow, I like to give it like an X, and see how I really cinch that piece? And I think that the cinching helps my bows to be pretty. So I'm going to loop that side, bring this one around, bring it through, and pull. And then we're going to hold the knot. I always hold the knot when I pull my legs through there, or the tails, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to pull this tight again. Maybe make this one a little shorter. And one more time. Let's cinch. There we go. I'm happy with that. So this side is perfect, and this side is way too long. So I'm going to trim that off. So let's get my ribbon scissor. We're gonna trim that. I really like how flat this bow turned out. I am gonna puff the loops because I think that's pretty to puff them. And then I will have to make this little tail behave itself. And remember, if you cannot make your bow behave, what do? Use a glue dot, because that will make the bow behave. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down. I'm gonna move it to the right side. So what you wanna do is slide it over to where you want it. And when you have it where you want it to live, we're gonna get a glue dot. Let me put away my ribbon scissor. And I'm going to grab that glue dot. Let me get my Take Your Pick tool. Oh, one thing I wanted to let you guys know, if you spend $50 with me, you're going to get my tutorial bundle. And I think there's like, I want to say 48 projects for February. I could be wrong. But there's a ton of projects, more than 30 projects in my free tutorial that I give with $50 purchase in my online store. I forget to mention that sometimes, and I think people don't realize that my tutorial bundle that I give is amazing. All right, so there's my bow. Oh my gosh, I love how this one turned out. What do you guys think? Do you like the turquoise in the front or the back? The Tahitian Tide egg, front and center, or to the back? Also, if you guys get the starter kit, and today is the last day to do so, you get to select $125 in products of your choice. You get the glass mat, which is a $60 value, for $99. You're going to get free shipping on your starter kit. You're going to enjoy shopping at a 20% discount on your future product purchases. But no selling or doing classes is required. And if you are interested in this, feel free to contact me. I would love to talk to you about it. It is the best thing, one of the best things I ever did. I joined just for the discount, and you don't have to do classes or anything of the sort. I decided that I wanted to share my love of paper crafting, which is why I started doing classes. But you absolutely don't have to. Yeah, they're both cute. You can't pick a good one, right? Oh, thank you, Roxanne. Appreciate you guys, you reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. All right, guys, I guess that's it. Do we have any questions? Anything you guys want to ask me? Who in here saw the disaster that was my last live video? Oh my gosh. I tell you what. It wasn't really a disaster, but it was like stressful. I did pretty good though, keeping calm for the most part. I mean, in the scheme of things, literally it's only paper, but I just hated taking your time and I felt like I wasted your time. That was the part that was just like, and I just second guessed myself, and I won't do that again. I definitely learned a lesson. But oh, one thing I wanted to mention, guys, you know, the catalog, the annual catalog is coming to an end very, very soon. And because it's coming, whoo, I almost did it, Debbie. You were right. I have to be more careful with my coffee. Because it's coming to an end, let me see, what is the date? April 30th is the last day for this catalog. So we have 2 more months left for this catalog. But what I want you guys to start thinking about is that the in-color products are getting ready to retire. Every catalog, when it comes to an end, the in-color products that we have that have been around for 2 years, which in this case are the 2022 to 2024 in-colors, are going away. So what you want to do is evaluate. If you have the ink pads, do you have the refill that goes with them? If you have the refill, is it half full because you've used that color a bunch? I actually got mine on Amazon, Lisa. Let me see what blade length mine is. I'm gonna measure it for you. It's a 4-inch blade length, but from the cutting part, it's like 3 inches. But I love them. I just want something that's, you know, decently thick. It's like almost 1/8 of an inch. I love our paper snips, but I think when you use a thick bladed scissor, I also use this one sometimes. It's longer, but it's also thick. So like a Fisker's scissor works, something like that, that is normal. And then of course I have a ribbon scissor that I only use for ribbon. It's actually a sewing scissor and I absolutely love it. It is fantastic. And I use it just for ribbon, and then I know it's sharp all the time. I'm the kind of person that like has 500 scissors and they all have their own purpose. And if John tries to grab the wrong scissor, he's dead. I know, Debbie. My favorite ever colors are retiring too. I love Parakeet Party. So I'm actually going to be ordering a few of these reinkers, even though I already have them, just to make sure that I have the ones, you know, that I need. So don't forget that this stuff's retiring. If you want to grab an extra pack of cardstock, if you want to grab an extra set of blends in all the colors, because the blends don't last forever. Remember that. They dry out eventually. So you definitely don't forget everything that's in the in color is going away. So that even means the ribbon. Where's the ribbon? I gotta find it. I know it's here. Oh, so we have the baker's twine. That's going away. That's gonna make me so sad. I love that baker's twine in the in colors. And then we have the metallic ribbon. Oh my gosh, I use that ribbon so much. I probably have gone through about at least 3 rolls, if not more, of this ribbon. I absolutely love it and I use it every day. But I just got a new green one, and then as soon as I got it, I got a backup because I use this green one a ton. The ribbons are amazing. And so if, whoops, my holder for that one came off for my orchid. I clip my ribbons together, as you can see, with mini binder clips. But yeah, so even the ribbon is going to be going away. So those are the things you want to start thinking about. Make sure that you're covered and that your favorite things that are going to leave, that you grab those before they're gone. And really and truly, if you're not a demonstrator, the best way to get all your in color stuff is with the starter kit. Why not save $25 on your $100 order? Like, it's $100. You're going to get $125. You're going to get a free glass mat, or, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome, right? Also, you know what else is going away? The in color DSP. I use this all the time. So don't forget this too. This in color paper is amazing. You're welcome, Sharon. Does anybody have any questions for me? But I did want to mention that in color stuff because I don't want you to miss out and then think, oh my goodness, I should have bought that in color stuff. You definitely should. And grab it before everybody else does, because if you wait to the last minute, it's going to sell out. It's going to sell out before the catalog is over, and I don't want you to miss out on getting something that you potentially want to have. All right, guys, I guess that's it for me. I appreciate you so much, and if you caught this video late, you can catch the whole replay. It will be here as soon as I hit the end button on this video. The replay will be available for you. Roxanne, thanks for popping in. Didn't matter that you were late. Clem, too. I'm so grateful to have you guys be here. And Clem, please take care of yourself. All right, guys. Thanks for being here with me. I appreciate you. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!